back again, y'all, and we have our dear, sweet, beautiful Aunt Lisa with us. And this particular topic, I hope, can help a lot of moms that fall into the category of being single. She has a 15-year-old son. I told you earlier, I seen him driving, but she is a single mom. Welcome, Aunt Lisa, again. You're at Bell Station with me and Shalia, so welcome.
Thank you.
Tell Aunt Lisa hi, Shalia. Hey, Aunt Lisa. Okay, so your son is 15. His name is Isaiah.
Yeah.
But what I want to know is, where do you pull your strength from to be a single mom? I mentioned earlier in another clip, you're very active in the community, in your local church. You're also a foster mom. And Lisa, where do you pull strength from to do all this? Because I have a husband and I'm tired just doing what I do. So how did you become this great super mom?
All of my help comes from the Lord. Honestly, I pull my strength. I have strength from God. I honestly do. And also just from my son, because I know, he didn't ask to be here. He didn't ask to be in that situation. And so I don't want him to have to do without anything just because I am a single mom. So I get strength from him too, just knowing that I want him to have the best. So
right. How did you select a male role model to help your son, since you're not a father, but he needs a father figure in his life? How did you select that?
Well, the way I did it is I acknowledge God. I've always prayed that God would put a positive male role models in Isaiah's life. I think that's very important. That's one of the most difficult things in being a single mom to a son, because I can't teach him how to be a man. So I was, first of all, prayerful, and then I also just looked at where I can see men around me that is successful, that I would like to be a role model to Isaiah. So I looked at their life and how successful they were. And I have a large family, so I have a lot of brothers, and one brother in particular that is a very good positive influence on Isaiah. Then also other men at my church, and then some of his coaches for in sports have been very good role models to him. So
awesome. Females withholding their child from their fathers, maybe because the child doesn't pay child support, maybe because their relationship is not good, or maybe because the father has no interest in the mom at all. So I hear a lot of women say, you can't see my child, and they refrain the child from seeing the father. How do you feel about that? Do you think that's healthy? How do you feel about that?
No, I do not think that's healthy, not at all. I actually think that's kind of selfish, honestly, because of, whatever issues that the parents may have. I don't think you should ever bring that child into those issues. And just because for whatever reason their relationship is not on good terms, or that person is not a good mate for the mom, that does not mean that that person can't be a good father, or can't pour into that child's life in some kind of way. So no, I do not think that's healthy, and I really think that a parent should think not of themselves, but think of that child, because you're withholding that child. You're keeping them from a relationship from the other parent, and I don't think that's fair. So
I totally agree. I totally agree with that. What advice could you give to moms that are in that situation, that I'm not gonna let you see their dad? What would you say to them to open their eyes and their heart, to give them a change of heart?
Well, I would tell them to put themselves in their child's place and think about what that child wants, and how they're already having to live without that other parent. So for you to actually not allow them to have any kind of relationship with that child at all, I would ask them to think about their child and put themselves in that child's place.
Okay. Awesome, awesome. How important is it to keep our children busy? Especially being a single mom. Why is Isaiah so busy?
Well, I think, I'll use the old scripture, idle mind is the devil's workshop. And I know a lot of, like nowadays, kids are all into social media and cell phones and all of that. And I think it's very important as far as health-wise for them to stay active and stay busy. I think it's very important intellectually for them to stay active and to stay busy. Just for that reason, because I feel like an idle mind is a devil's workshop, and it just gives them more opportunities, to do more, to learn more. So I would say definitely keep them busy.
Okay, sorry, I knew I threw that question in on you, but I was like, oh, he's always busy, so it must be something to it. Why is he always so busy? So, and Lisa, Shalia has one more question for you.
What encouraging words do you have for other single moms?
Well, I would encourage them by saying that it is difficult. It is hard. It's very hard, but it's not impossible. And there's a lot of single parents that that raise their children alone, and it can be done. I would tell you to acknowledge God and pull strength from God. Be prayerful, and also just think about your child and know that your child deserves the very best. So do everything you can to give that child the best.
Awesome. And Lisa, thank you for hanging out with me and Shalia. And we pray that this helps other single moms. She's giving you a lot of information. Take it to heart, listen, ponder on it, and we pray that it helps you. Happy Mother's Day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.